People, deluded nation, I come to you again. Arsenal versus West Ham, or better yet, West Ham versus Arsenal. Now, for once, we kick off an early kickoff on Saturday, 12:30. We're back in Premier League action. I know it's taken a break with the FA Cup and these things, but it's back to business essentially, and we need to win. I'm not gonna sit here in this preview and say anything less. We need to win. Like, top four is a myth for me. Like I've said it at the start of the season. I don't think we have the squad to get top four, and more better than that, we don't have the mentality to win the top four. Because if it was a thing like Spurs, where you see Spurs, obviously they've got better. It depends how you look at it, because some Spurs fans actually say we've got a better squad. I don't believe that, but they've got a better squad than us. But more importantly, they know how the manager works. They know what to do, and they've been playing to a level for a couple of years like that now. If that was us, I'd be more confident. Admittedly, as Unai Emery, we was going on the unbeaten run, and from what I've seen from Unai Emery, I was a bit more optimistic. I still don't think we can do it, but I'm a bit more optimistic. But I don't think we can do it because we keep dropping points. We've dropped a lot of silly points this season already. Any Arsenal fan who can say with hand on heart that they don't see us dropping any more points is lying. We've got to play a couple of the top four again. Obviously, after this we've got Chelsea. We'll get onto that. We've obviously got to play United in March or something like that. But we have City and Chelsea coming very soon. We're going to need to take points off them. There's no way around it. We've only passed one test so far. We've beaten Spurs. Credit where due, 4-2. But we got hammered against Liverpool. Fair enough, 1-1 against Liverpool in the home fixture isn't a bad result. United, a point at Old Trafford by Arsenal standards isn't poor at all, but we could have taken all three. City was City, and Chelsea, we should have taken our chances, but we can only deal with the facts. We didn't pass them tests. We've only passed the test once. So we need to get our act together. We need to get on a run of form. And to be honest, we need to beat Chelsea. I'm not going to lie, I'll say it again in my preview next week, but we need to beat Chelsea. We actually can't accept nothing less than beating Chelsea. We're 3 points or so behind them. United, it felt like United were like 10, 11 points behind us, but Ole Gunnar Solskjaer's been getting them in good form, and we've been dropping points, and they're breathing down our necks if we fail essentially to win. Like, there's nothing more. There's actually nothing more to say on that front. Like, West Ham are 10th, and I think they can drop to 13th if results don't go their way as well. So there's plenty for West Ham to play for. West Ham haven't been in the best run of form themselves. If I look at their statistics, in their last 5 games, they've got 1 win, 2 draws, and 2 defeats to Watford and Burnley. One thing I will give them credit for is that while their defence is leaky, same way ours is, they've only got 3 clean sheets this season, which shows you that probably both teams are going to score. If I had to make a prediction, I'd say 3-1 Arsenal. But they're scoring more goals. They only scored. They only scored. Wait, where? They only scored 48 goals of the all of Premier League last season. They've got 29 already. So Arnautovic, Felipe Anderson, and the rest of them, they're doing better than they were in an offensive aspect. Now, Arnautovic, if he is fit and he is in a little mini bit of good purple patch of form, he's going to stress us. Last season, when we had the little goal flurry against them, we patterned them. But I just remember Koscielny getting bullied by Arnautovic, and Arnautovic is on that sort of stuff. So I'm looking at Socrates in this game to be the one to pattern that. I'm not even going to lie to you lot, people. Felipe Anderson, there's a lot of problems to deal with. Like, West Ham is not going to be easy. Like, their form, you know, when you play teams like Arsenal, or when we play teams in forms like this, their form is almost disregarded. They're going to play like Barcelona 2011 essentially. So we need to be at our top game. There's really not much more to say other than we need to win. Pellegrini's been asking question marks of his team again because they haven't been in the best run of form. Set pieces is potentially an area for us to exploit as well, because they've conceded a decent amount of goals generally this season from set pieces, or goals originating from wide positions or set pieces originally. They obviously conceded 2 set pieces in the last Premier League game as well, which I remember Pellegrini was going quite mad in his interview about. So we need to take advantage of this, to be fair. I've seen them play with one striker. They played a 4-2-3-1 at times. They've played 4-4-2. They've got a variety of formations. We need to ask that defence questions. That's not the best defence. 3 clean sheets. We're poor as well in that aspect, but so are they. We need to ask them questions. I think Diop, if he's fit, he's been in form, but Balbuena, don't rate him too tough. Zabaleta's an old man. He's there to be had at. Masaku, if Masaku plays, he's better going forward, similar to Kola. And if they play Cresswell, I just think Cresswell's an easy target. I just don't think he's at it anymore. I think he's a very easy target from set pieces, from wide positions. I think he can be doubled up against. So I think, and even if Antonio plays, Antonio's not a natural fullback. So wide positions or the fullback areas is where I'm looking for us to exploit. But I can only really see Maitland-Niles and Kohler if it's them lot to exploit it really and truly. So we'll see how the game goes. You can't talk about this without speaking about former players. So firstly, Fabianski obviously not come back to the Emirates, but big up yourself, my guy. You're not. Why would I say your guy? Big up yourself, my guy. Fabianski's a cool brother. But there's a certain man who's signed for West Ham. He once played for Arsenal. We loved him. He went and played for City. Samir Nasri. He's probably going to get the mad headlines. I expect us to let him know we're there, like you're taught in football. I expect us to be meaty in the challenge, and he's one guy I want to see get stressed out. We can't let West Ham win. Let this guy play good against us. He's relishing it against us. So yeah, man. Like I said, we're 3 points behind Chelsea. United versus Spurs as well. So obviously, I never want Spurs to win. I damn well don't want United to win, but a draw could be a good result for a draw would be good for both sides, and a draw would be good for us as well. But by the same token, if as much as I'm not cheering for Spurs. If Spurs were to lose, Chelsea can get at Spurs, and actually Spurs are 7 points or so clear of us. But 7 points is not a lot. I don't think we can catch Spurs. But just on the basis of all we can do at this moment in time is win games and get closer to the pack. There's something there, and obviously if United win, United draw even closer to us. So there's a carrot for us to there's a big enough carrot for us to win other than just top four. We've got United down our backs. Chelsea is neck and neck with Chelsea, and at least Chelsea would have to see our fixture and then go and play. We play before Chelsea, so they would see where they stand, and that could play on them psychologically. So between making ground on United, closing the gap on Chelsea, and possibly just giving Spurs more reasons to look over their shoulder, there's several reasons to win this. We need to win it. We need an insurance because against Chelsea it can go either way. I pray to God we win. Realistically, as an Arsenal fan, you've written off games against City and Chelsea. So we need to, the likes of Cardiff, which I think we have Cardiff, West Ham, we need to win these games. There's nothing more to say about this. Their midfield as well, I think Declan Rice and Obang, I can't even say his name. No, it's not Obang. Aubameyang, it's not Aubameyang. Obang, let's just call him that. Whatever his name is, in it, they're fighters in midfield. They'll make it hard and tough for us. So we've got to rise to that challenge, in my opinion. Good news as well. Obviously, Mavropanos hasn't featured this season. He's back in training. Mesut Ozil, Koscielny, Bellerin, Monreal, and I think I could be wrong about Monreal, but I'm sure Monreal. But a whole host of names returned. So we've got almost a full squad of sorts to pick from, obviously holding. So in regards to the lineup, admittedly, I'm not too sure, people. So if you see me with this pen, I just find it easier to write out the lineup as I'm speaking about it. So obviously Leno in goal. My bias is gonna be 4 at the back. Maitland-Niles. I know Bellerin's back, but I'm gonna go with Maitland-Niles. I'm gonna go with Socrates and Mustafi. I'm gonna go with Kohler. Even though I want to bring Bellerin back in, Monreal back in, and Bellerin actually. I'm going to go with Xhaka, because he's a shoe-in. I'm going to go with LT. It will never happen, but you guys know I'm going to go with Mesut Ozil. Up front, I'm going to go with Aubameyang, Iwobi, and Lacazette. But also, someone said on Twitter, Iwobi, Aubameyang, and Maitland-Niles. Now, Maitland-Niles is good in an offensive set. Obviously, with not as much as I love Lacazette and I want him to play, we need an insurance policy on the bench. So I do see that. That's a good that's a good lineup for me, anyways. I just thought I'd add that. But for me, anyways, Mavropanos, I'd actually play Mavropanos, but he hasn't featured this season. He's been in full training. I'm not sure how much he's behind in terms of match fitness and things like that. So I'm gonna leave him out of this for now. I'm gonna go with Leno, Maitland-Niles, Socrates, Mustafi, Kohler, Xhaka, Torreira, Mesut Ozil, Iwobi, Aubameyang, and Lacazette. Admittedly, if we could go 3 at the back, I'd probably be a bit smarter or a bit more craftier. So let me try that. If it cuts out people, I've got nothing more to add. I'm going with Leno, Mustafi, Socrates. Between Mavropanos and Monreal, you know, like if it's Monreal, I want Monreal on the left hand side of the 3. I'd say that because that allows Kohler to obviously go forward. Then obviously you've got Kohler. I'm gonna go with Maitland-Niles. Then obviously you've got Xhaka and LT, and then the 3 is obviously still gonna be Iwobi, Aubameyang, and Lacazette, and it's just down to them to rotate. But in regards to my preview, anyways, people, that's all I've got to add. I really have nothing more to say. So with that being said, let me get out of your hair, man. Like I said, West Ham versus Arsenal preview. 10th versus 5th essentially. We need to do the business. It's a London derby. West Ham, we've beaten them the last couple of games. They've got a big enough carrot to win. They want to get out of their own rut and own poor form, and they need to prove something to their fans. So there's enough riding on this, to be honest with you. So we need to win the game. But I've got nothing more to say on that front. Like I said, people, I hope I've given you lot something to take away from this. On that note, though, I'm out. People, deluded, comment, subscribe, like the vid, follow me on my socials, and ultimately, thank you for watching. It's appreciated. I love you all. But I'm out.